ho! Merry Christmas! Ho ho ho! Ha ha ha! I know I'm that girl, so to be associated in this mess is insanity.
3 days later.
Nope. You know what? I used to be down bad, but now a bitch okay. Okay? Okay. Work-wise, great. Love-wise, funny. Honestly, you can't spell manipulation without man. Hello. So yeah, this is this man's roster basically. It's crash out season and all the boys are treason. Don't need a lame boy, don't need a lame boy, don't need a lame boy. Pod with Meg. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Oh my gosh. Guys, I just drank water I just drank water so fast and I feel it. But oh my gosh, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to all of those who celebrate. Thank you all so much for watching me on this journey, being with me along this journey. It's been a week, okay? It has been crazy this past week and I don't know how. It's so funny, low-key. It's actually funny to think about because I'm
back outside. Cute. Nigga that made me mad. Cute.
But okay, guys. You thought it was bad? You thought it was crazy? It got crazier. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Just when you think it's not gonna get crazier or worse, it does. It literally does. It does. And you know how last time I was like, I love him, I'm so sad. Him. That guy, he's a loser. He's a dirty dog. He's a pig. He's a sleaze. I do not give one about that guy. I don't give a about you, and I don't even worry about you. But let's not get shit confused. I don't give a shit about you.
Nah, I don't give a about you. And there's one thing I gotta do.
And you know what? I hate to even mention this guy. I hate to even bring this up on this fabulous time of the year. I know last time I was like, oh, Christmas is sad. Like, it gets sad. Nope. You know what? I used to be down bad, but now a okay. So, okay. Did I do my intro? Hey guys, it's Meghane Lex and welcome to my channel. If you're back, you're a nutmeg, and if you're new, unfortunately, you're just a nut. Sorry. I hope I don't have any lipstick in my teeth. I wasn't even gonna wear red lipstick. I was looking for my baby pink shade of pink. My coochie pink, my booty hole brown. I wasn't looking and it's kind of a vibe. It's very festive. And I added my Santa is here, my little polar bear from the North Pole is right there. It's a vibe. We're feeling festive, you know. I'm in way higher spirits. It hasn't even been a week.
Flashback.
Oh, when it all clicks together that like it's literally the guy I was talking to a week ago. Everyone's just like, the whole crowd gasped. Like it was insane. Everyone was just like, oh my gosh. It was crazy. Like literally, it was like when you're watching a show or like a movie and like an argument or like a conversation starts and then all of a sudden everyone started having side conversations like, oh my god, wait, what? Are they together? Wait, like is she dating this guy? Like it was insane. Straight out of a movie. Like MTV and Bravo producers couldn't write this shit themselves. Like it was seriously out of a reality show. It was insane.
End of flashback.
Today is Saturday. The party happened 6 days ago. Okay, I don't even know where. Okay, Oh my gosh. Okay, so you know what? It was crazy too because I was thinking after I edited the last episode, I'm like, I do not know where to begin. Once again, I'm flabbergasted. Once again, I can't believe it. So, after the last episode, as I was editing it, I was like, wait, I should have included some parts. I tamed some parts about the last time. I was in so much shock. Your girl was shooketh. But now that I see everything clearly, like, knowledge is power. I'm turning my pain into power. Oh, I can't wait. I was having really bad anxiety today and like a little bit sad and depressed. And I was a little bit hungover because me and my friends went out last night. The way everything has gone down is so crazy. Let's get into it though. Let's get into it. Did I even start the story? I don't know. Okay, where do I even start? So, yeah, it hasn't even been a full week since the nightmare before the Christmas party, okay? Shout out to the hostess though. I love her. She was so sweet for throwing that amazing party. Love her. Honestly, yeah. So the party happened. Make sure not to toot my own horn or anything, or, not to solicitate you, or is that what it is? But please make sure you watch the last episode because the last episode will make this one just tie in beautifully. This is a two-parter. So yeah. Okay. So yesterday, I'm going to walk you guys through my day. A little day in the life. I should film some more day in the life videos because I feel like that'll be a vibe. But it's a lot to edit the podcast and everything. But you know what? I wake up early. I go to bed at like 9:30, 10:30, around that range. And I wake up at 5 a.m. Normally, I used to do that without even sleeping that much. But sleep is amazing. Sleep makes me feel so good. There's a reason why it's called beauty rest. Not me getting sidetracked. I always do this. Breathe, Megan. Just keep breathing and breathing and breathing and breathing. Okay. Ooh, yeah. All right. So yesterday, I'm going to walk you through my day. So I wake up around 5 in the morning. I have a shoot at 9:45. It was a shoot for a really cool acne brand called Peace Out. So check them out. So I can't believe that was just yesterday. Wow. So much has happened. Wow. So I wake up and I'm like, up early, what to do. Not to brag, but I start cleaning a little bit. I finished editing the last episode, the nightmare before Christmas. Yeah, I'm editing that. And then I do a live stream. I live streamed Chief Keef 20 verse 1. Spoiler alert though, it was like the Glow Gang, but it was still a really funny video, which are his 3 friends. I know I said that like, yeah, so sad. Almighty Glow Gang. Yeah, so I did the live stream and then I head to my shoot. I have a meeting at 2:30. Then I do another live stream, the AMP Love Island. Check out my live streams. When you go on YouTube, it's in the live stream tab. Check them out. They're really fun. Whenever you're on YouTube, just check me out. My icon will turn red and say live. And yeah, check out my live streams. You'll enjoy them. Yeah, so I have my meeting, go to Pilates, go to yoga. Then I'm just thinking about everything because I'm like, wow, so much has happened. Wow. And then I go to a podcast like party, networking event. It was a really cute holiday party. Shout out to Joelle and Joseph. I love you guys. They're the best. Amazing atmosphere. It was a beautiful party. I really enjoyed it. And then after that, and so I actually was not thinking of going out last night until my friend Remy texted in our Powerpuff Girls group chat. Shout out PPG. Me, Joanna, and Remy are in a group chat. The trio, hello. Love them. I'm like so scatterbrained right now. So my friend Remy texts us in the group chat and she's like, guys, let's go out tonight because I won't be able to for a while because of work. So I'm like, I wasn't thinking of going out. I've been very demure these days. These days, I literally don't leave the house unless I'm working out or it's for work. Like, I have been very mindful, demure, editing like crazy, working like crazy. I've been keeping myself super busy, so I really wasn't even thinking of going out. But when Remy said that, I was like, you know what? I'm down. And I want to see her before I won't be able to see her for a while, if that's the case. And so we're making plans and everything. And my friend is doing a dinner there. So we were trying to figure out like who's going to dinner or who's just going to pregame at Remy's. Like we're trying to figure out the plan and everything. So I'm like texting my other friend about the plans for tonight and dinner at Tao because some people go there before the club. And he's a promoter. So, that's what they do. So he is texting me about the plan. And Remy and Joanna are like, let's skip dinner. I'm like, no, I want to go to dinner. Like, honestly, I'm more excited about the food than the club. Funny I say I'm more excited about the food because literally with the information I found out, I was not able to eat at dinner. I had literally a bite of a dumpling and Tao is good. It's expensive. Like, I should have ate more, but I was sick. Let me not get ahead of myself. You guys wait for that. You guys just wait. So yeah, we're making the plan. I'm exhausted by like 5 p.m. because at that point I had been up for like 12 hours. And I literally leave my Pilates class early because I'm like, I need to rest before this podcast Christmas party, because if I don't rest before that, I'm not going to have energy to go to Tao and then highlight room and go to the club. Like, it's going to be too much. So I literally leave my Pilates class early to go take a little nap. I don't even end up napping. I literally just rest my head and go on my phone a little bit. But yeah, so we're making the plan, and Remy and Joanna are like, okay, we're not going to dinner. I'm like, okay, fine, that's fine. I'll just meet you guys at the club later, like whatever. So we're making the plan, and my friend who's hosting the dinner is texting me like, oh, we're going to pregame at my house if you want to come. And honestly, the time is so tight because the party is at 6 p.m. and dinner is at like 9:30 and the pregame is at like 8:45. So I'm just like literally pressed for time. I'm at the party. I go enjoy. I talk to this girl. She's an actress. She was curious about my podcast. She's like, oh, like, what do you talk about? I'm like, oh, funny you ask. And so I tell her the story about the last podcast, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Check it out if you know what I mean. And she is like, girl, and she's married. She's like, thank goodness I'm a child bride. I'm like, honestly, you have it good. Like, the streets are treacherous. It's treacherous out here. Like, I want to be married. Like, in 2025, I'm going to be engaged with a nice, wonderful, amazing man who worships the ground I walk on, and it will be an expensive, big, nice ring. I mean, not too big because I feel like my hands are kind of small, but I want a nice princess cut Tiffany and Company. Is it Tiffany and Company or Tiffany Company? Tiffany's and Company. That blue box. Need that. Keep it in that blue box, baby. I want a Tiffany & Co. beautiful diamond engagement ring by the end of 2025. Honestly, I don't know if I believe in love anymore, but I will once I see that ring. And it needs to be expensive. It needs to be nearing $1 million, because if a guy's going to even consider letting me down or disappointing me, he's going to think about, oh, I spent $500,000, $1 million on that diamond ring for her. Let me not put this money to waste. And no matter what happens, I'm keeping the ring. What kind of man? It has my energy on it. I'm keeping it.
What's wrong with you?
Yeah, with peace and love, yeah, I'm keeping that ring. Yeah, so that girl, so back to the story. I'm giving her a recap of the podcast. She's like, oh my gosh, I'm invested. I'm going to keep up. Let me follow you right now. And so I'm telling her about it. And she said something that was so sweet. She said, you're like the Taylor Swift of podcast. You're like the Taylor Swift of podcasts. That was the nicest thing I could have heard. It was so sweet. That honestly, like, I don't want to get emotional this time. Happy tears. Honestly, I want to say that having a podcast, having my YouTube channel, having this way to express myself and be proud of what I create, being able to edit my own videos. A lot of people tell me, you should just get an editor. You would save so much time and energy. And I'm like, honestly, no. Like, being able to look back on everything I create and be able to say I did this all on my own is so amazing. I remember in college, as a senior project, we had to do what is going to be our like long-term project or like our final thing that we do. And so I showed everyone my YouTube channel, and my teacher was like, oh, like, so do you have like a team that helps you? The way she said it was so rude, and like, I can't do it by myself. Like, oh, like, you need a team, Meghane. Like, because honestly, I was such a, not a slacker, but I just did not give any F's in college. Like, I really just came for the classes and left. I was working at the same time too, so I would literally nap between classes. Like, I really didn't care. So people had an impression that I just like was a dummy, but hell no, I'm smart as yeah, when she said that to me, I was honored that she thought I had a team. But no, I do this all on my own, and I honestly feel like this is my calling in life. Like, when I was going to church a lot, or just when I was meditating after my ex had passed away, or both my exes had passed away, I was literally so depressed, and being able to post on my YouTube channel and express myself and have that to look forward to all the time was really important and special to me. You know, not to get sad and like dark or anything right now, but it's true. Around that time, starting this, it really helped me feel so much better. And there has to be a correlation with making money and curing depression. Like, happiness is the same price as red bottoms. Honestly, and I remember when I was first starting vlogging and everything, I was working at the Cheesecake Factory. I was making bank there, and I loved it. Every day I worked, I was happy as when I saw my money. You get that cash same day. I love the Cheesecake Factory. But anywho, yeah, having this podcast is amazing and I'm so grateful for it. And the fact that she called me the Taylor Swift of podcast. And my friend Remy actually said that I'm like Oprah with the podcast. And my mom actually said that I'm like her little Oprah. I'm grateful for it. And I'm grateful for who I am, what I've become, the things I've gone through, the way I've been able to overcome them, like not to be a victim or poor me, poor me. I'm proud of myself. I'm doing the damn thing. And yeah, it might come with some drama, depression, anxiety, confusion, mental turmoil, mental anguish. But at the end of the day, I can say that I'm doing the best I can. And that's all you can say about yourself. But let me not get ahead of myself. Let me go back to the story. Anywho. So I'm telling the girl the story and everything. She's so shocked. She's like, wow, this guy sounds so manipulative. And I'm like, wait, you're so right. Because I remember when he took me on our first date, we went to this restaurant. I was going to say the restaurant name, but that's a little bit too much. So we went to this restaurant and we were talking and he was like,
Yeah, I have girls like 90% figure out.
yeah, I have girls like 90% figure out. And I was like, you have girls 90% figure out? Not even 10%. And I'm so glad I humbled him because what kind of guy says that? And it's like, what do you mean you have girls 90% figured out? Are you studying them? This isn't like the SATs where you have like a percentile or percentage of answers you get right. Like, huh? You know what I mean? It was wild. So I should have known red flag from the beginning. Red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag. Is this blurry? Red flag, red flag, red flag, red flag from the beginning. Anywho, I should have known. But yeah, I'm telling her this, all of that. And she's telling me about this man, this old school like podcaster or like interview host who teaches guys how to like manipulate girls and make girls be submissive. And I'm like, basically like a Andrew Tate type of vibe, I'm assuming. And I'm just like, wow. And honestly, for every guy, any guys that manipulate in general, honestly, you can't spell manipulation without man. Hello. You can't spell manipulation without man. For every one of those men, I want to stand. I want to stand up. I want there to be every woman who's telling guys, I just know. Honestly, I think one of my many life callings was to be put on this earth to humble these men. I want to humble these men. I want them to be humbled. You need to be humbled. I read this quote today. It was like, the emperor has no clothing, or the emperor has no clothes, which is basically a saying that no one should feel scared to say anything. Basically like how some people are scared to, say anything to authority figures. But no, don't be afraid of anyone or anything. I am not afraid of anyone or anything. I never want to be too scared to humble a guy, humble a little boy. Because honestly, maybe just then, you'll turn into a man. Sorry. But yeah, so I'm telling her about this guy. She's telling me about this like manipulator podcast man. I'm like, oh my gosh, men are horrible. So I'm telling her about it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like writing it to people, catching up with old friends. And then I'm looking at the time and it's like, oh gosh, I have to go get ready for Tao and the club, uns. And so I go home, rush, get ready. And then I call my friend Matthew from the last time story. So I talked to Matthew. We're on FaceTime. We're just, rehashing everything. Like we're still not over Sunday night. Everything that happened, all the information that came about, still not over it. And then he tells me a new revelation. And also, I didn't even mention, this girl said that this guy put her foot in her mouth. Ah! The Heather girl from the story. On top of all those things she said, you're also going to tell me that he put your foot in his mouth? I kissed him! Not to be a hater, but do you keep your pennies fresh? Oh my gosh, I was horrified. No, that honestly is what got me. Like, I kept on repeating, you put your foot in his mouth? What? Say it ain't so. It can't be true. Holy macaroni, no, it can't be true. Yes, so she says that to me and I'm just like, okay. But out of all the things I heard, I think that was the one that hurt me the most because I don't have a foot fetish or anything, but I love when boys love my feet. I love that shit. And I can't even be mad though, because while he was doing that to her, another guy was sucking my toes. So I can't even be mad. Another guy was probably sucking my toes at the same time that was happening because this was pre-me. This was BM before Meghane. So I can't even be mad about it. But yeah, I'm like, please tell me that's not true. With me, he would act all shy, like, no, that's not decorum. Like, oh, babe. Oh my gosh, one time we were giving each other massages. I know, we were so cute. Funny. Ah ha ha ha. I'm silly. I'm silly. I'm silly. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha.
Ha 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 ha. You mad or nah?
LOL. No, it's funny. It's actually laughable. No, I can laugh about it now. It's funny. It's funny. Like, what are the 5 stages of grief again? 5 stages of grief. You know, when you Google stuff, I like how when I Googled it, it was something I've Googled before. Like, it turns blue. Yeah. The 5 stages of grief are denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. Oh, for some reason, I thought there was like a happy phase. Am I in acceptance? I think I'm in acceptance. Definitely went through the denial, anger, bargaining. I think I went through denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance all in like really fast. Oh my gosh. I have so many stories to tell today. Wow. 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 Oh, but one time, yeah, we're giving each other massages. Sorry, guys, my brain, so much has been going on. It's been a lot. So one day, we're giving each other massages, and I was like, babe, can you put my foot in your mouth? Can you, put my foot in your mouth? And he was like, I'm not drunk enough yet. And then I was like, oh, is that something you do when you're drunk? He was silent, and I'm like, oh. And I thought about that for a while. I'm like, why was he silent? Like, were you silent or were you silenced?
Were you silent or were you silenced? The latter.
He was silent because he's a dirty dog. Woo! Okay, so, yes. So he was silent, and I was like, noted. So we're rehashing everything, and then he's like, oh, yeah, and by the way, when you left, she was asking me, oh, like, were they hooking up? Like, were they really hooking up? She was asking my best friend, Matthew, like, details about, like, you know what I mean? Like, us. And I'm like, why would you ask that? It's been 2 years or so, because, okay, so I met him last December, and, like, she says it was, like, 2021, 2022, I think. And so, yeah, before me, 1 or 2 years, I can't do math right now. So I'm like, why do you care? Like, and my friend wasn't trying to tell her too much, so he was like, I mean, I guess so. Like, it was like a year, like, you know what I mean? Like, they were, seeing each other on and off. And apparently she was like, damn. And then I'm like, wait, was it like a damn, like, jealous damn, or like, damn, like, oh my gosh, she's a hoe. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, 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 ho. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Ha, ha, ha. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah. So I was just like, that's interesting that she asked that when I left. Very noted. There's just so much in the mix. So we're like going through everything, and I'm like telling him about tonight. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm probably going to see someone he knows, probably going to run into his friends. Like, he's still in Brazil, doing. And the girl also said, I forgot she mentioned, she was like, oh yeah, him and his friend go to Colombia to and I'm like, ew, grody, So the fact that she said that and he's in Brazil right now, I'm like, I wonder what he's doing. Ugh. Gross. And this was so weird that the girl said this. Like, I feel like everything she said I was meant to hear. Everything happens for a reason. Everything truly happens for a reason. That's why I have let go, let God tatted, because let go and let God, because God will always show you what you need to see, make you hear what you need to hear all the time. So I'm just like, wow, oh my gosh. Ooh, interesting, wow, weird. So, yeah, we're just rehashing everything. We're talking about it. I'm like, yeah, I'm probably going to run to his friends tonight. Oh, gosh, like, wish me luck. So he's like, okay, have fun. But I'm, like, rushing, getting ready because I have to go to my friend's house for the pregame. So I'm like, okay, like, I'm going in the Uber. Gotta go. Love you. I'll talk to you later. So me and my bestie, Matthew, get off the phone, and I go to the pregame. So it's me, my friend, his girlfriend, and some girl I've never met before. Interesting. So I get there, we're catching up because I haven't seen them in a while. I haven't gone out, you know what I mean? Like, haven't seen them in a minute. We're catching up. My friend is like, oh, how have you been? How's everything? How's it going? Like, how are you doing? And I'm like, funny you ask. So I tell her about, the nightmare before the Christmas party, rehashing that. Yeah. Talking really is release. Honestly, I'd probably tell the Starbucks person about the nightmare before Christmas if she asked me how I was doing. So I'm telling her about just the revelations I've had about this guy that I literally talked to last week. Last week when I talked to this guy on the phone, he was asking me to cook for him, trying to plan when he gets back from Brazil and seeing me, gonna bring over like all these stuff, have a time, like you're asking me to cook for you, but I'm also hearing that you've been like cooking up everybody. Does that even make sense? I don't even know. Yeah, so she's asking about him, and I'm like, he's such a pig, I should have known. And then my other friend is like, of course, those type of guys, duh. And that was my first impression of him. My first impression of this guy when he came up to me. And it's kind of cute because my friend was like, yeah, when you guys first talked, I thought you guys knew each other. I'm like, no, I just met that guy. She's like, oh, do you like him? Do you know him? I'm like, I don't know that guy. I was just thinking, get this boy out of my face. Like, no, that was my first impression of him. Like, get this boy out of my face. And I should have listened. Always go with your gut. Always go with your first instinct, because It knows. Your first instinct knows what to do. It knows. It knows. It really, really knows. So I'm telling them about the revelations, how I've been doing and everything. And you know what? It's been a good work week, so I've been slaying still. So work-wise, great. Love-wise, funny. So as I'm saying this, the girl I've never met before, she's like, I could have told you that. I know about him too. And I'm like, what? Ah! Another one. Hey Siri, play DJ Khaled. Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one. Another one.
Okay. So she's like, yeah. I'm like, wait, you too? You hooked up with him? And she's like, no, but my friend did. And that girl had literally met that girl that she's talking about a month ago. And she said that they were hooking up like a month ago. And I'm like, wait, what? I just saw him on election night, which is like a month ago. Hello. And I'm like, wait. And then also when I saw him, he was like, I haven't seen anyone in so long. I haven't hooked up with anyone in so long. You motherfucking liar.
Liar! Listen.
And that girl was like, yeah, like they're hooking up all the time. He would pick her up. I'm pretty sure that's what she said. Unless I'm tripping, I'm pretty sure that's what she said. And she'd be like, oh, actually, I'll just Uber. Like, I'm gonna go see the Joker. That's the nickname for him, by the way. She's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go see the Joker. Like, and I'm like, holy macaroni, no, it can't be true. Holy. And what are the odds? Like I said, the only times I've been going out have been for work and for the Christmas party last week on Sunday. So the last 2 times I've gone out, I've heard revelations about this guy. It hasn't even been a full week since the Christmas party. It hasn't been a full week since I just heard all this crazy stuff. And now I'm at this pregame with literally 4 people, including me. It's just me, another girl, and a couple. What? The signs I'm getting from the universe, and it's like, this is the year mark of me knowing this guy, and it's like, I'm just literally getting a recap of everything. I'm seeing the light. Honestly, the universe was looking out for him because he's lucky he's in Brazil, honestly. He is lucky he's in Brazil. It took everything in me to not book a flight and go over there and crucify him. Because what do you mean? 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 And this girl kind of looks like, I just saw like she was kind of giving like Jenny Kim vibes. And he knows I like Blackpink. He knows I love K-pop. So ouch. Like Blackpink was playing at the restaurant we went to on our first date. Like, it hurts a little bit, not gonna lie. But yeah, it's so crazy. I probably know this guy's roster better than he does at this point. I couldn't believe it. And it's like a great way to start the night too. Literally the night hasn't even started. It's the pregame and I'm already hearing this. And the crazy thing is the way everything happened, I was even going to go out. I was going to pregame with Remy and Joanna, but they like didn't want to go to dinner. I was even going to go to my friend's pregame. I was rushing after the podcast party. I was kind of running late. He was texting me like ETA. And then I was like, okay, like, you know what I mean? He's looking out, like, let me go pregame. And the fact that it's another revelation, the fact that it hasn't been a week, the fact that I've literally only been leaving the house for work purposes, and then this is what I find out so early on. Wow. And at dinner, I actually sat next to the girl who, you know, knows the girl who, you know. So she was like telling me like more about it a little bit. I was like honestly kind of curious because so recent, like wow, like what the. But she was so nice. She's like, are you okay? I'm like, no, honestly, I'm fine. Like, I'm not upset with you at all. Like, don't worry. She's like, asking for my Instagram. Like, I understand if not. So sweet. And I really, like, appreciate her. And then at dinner, since we were sitting next to each other, I was asking her, oh, like, what do they mean? Blah, blah, blah. And she's like, oh, I'm not sure. Like, where does he go? I'm like, oh, you know, listing the clubs, you know. And she's like, I'm not sure. But maybe it was Warwick Wednesday. And I'm like... we met at Warwick on Warwick Wednesday. Like, nice. I used to love that club. Wow. But yeah, I feel like I learned so much so quick in the last week. So much. The truth always comes to light. Wow. I can't believe it. Those 2 times I went out and that's what I find out. And it's like, damn. Wow. And, wow, I'm just so shocked. Your girl was pissed the off. And, what else? And then she's like, yeah, this girl kind of hooks up with all the promoters. She's crazy. I'm not friends with her anymore. And I'm like, oh, but I'm the crazy one. And it's so crazy too, because this guy would be like, you're a thought, like try to call me a thought, say it was me and all this stuff. Granted, I went through my little Tatiana phase in high school. I've grown. I haven't looked back since. I'm a wifey now. And this guy really, really, really bamboozled me. And today I was at another shoot and this girl was talking about, it was like for a parody dating show. It was really fun. I read a study a long time ago that people who are into politics are better in bed.
Oh, right.
And we were talking about, toxic traits. And so this girl was saying, yeah, I kind of get avoidant with guys and I get really mad at them, but then I go silent. And it's like, I'm not even mad at them. I'm more mad at myself that I let myself get disrespected. And that was the wisest shit I've ever heard. That was the wisest shit I've ever heard, because it's like, yes, I'm not mad at him. I mean, yes, I am, like, for being a dirty, ew, you little nasty, but I'm more mad at myself. You know what I mean? I'm mad at myself for ignoring the red flags. I'm mad at myself for allowing this guy to have a slice of my heaven. That's why I'm really mad. I think it's like redirected anger. It's like, granted we weren't dating, but it's like, he would look me in the eyes and be like, I'm so sick of this life of like going out. I want to retire out of Los Angeles. Last time I saw this guy, we were looking at our dream houses on Zillow. I showed him my dream Laguna Beach house. Like, I showed him my dream house in Laguna Nigel. Like, I showed him my dream house. Like, we were looking at it. He was like, oh, I would renovate this. I would change the furniture in this room. I would add my DJ thing right here. And I'm like, wow. And the last time I saw him too, he was asking me to cook for him. I didn't last time though. But I was considering cooking for him when he got back from Brazil. Stupid. Who's silly? Me. I just can't believe it. And the things he would say, he's like, you make me depressed when you're not nice to me. The way he would get so jealous. And I'm like, no, you were just kind of a narcissist. It's so crazy. And that's why I'm mad, because I feel like he lied to me. He looked me in the eyes and lied to me and played me for a fool. Like, maybe it wasn't a lie. Maybe he has multiple personality disorder and needs a girl for every personality he has. Which is like tons. There's the girl Heather. And let me give these girls nicknames, because at this point I even brought a whiteboard because there's so many. So let's write this down at this point. And this is literally like a Christmas carol. It's like, I am seeing all the signs.
I'm gonna take you back through all your past girlfriends.
We dated for 2 days.
For an hour. For 48 seconds.
It was hard enough to swallow the girl he met before me, but now I'm meeting the ghost of Christmas. Like, literally, like, it's like the ghost of all of his girls, like the ghost girls. Like, it was so crazy. I'm a visual person, so let's get into it, because yeah, why not? I have time. So, and I'm going to give everyone a celebrity lookalike, or like a fake name, obviously. And so mine is Beyonce, because I personally think, especially me with my blonde hair, me, Beyonce, I see you, girl. All right, Beyonce. Me. And then there's the Jennie Kim lookalike. And it's just so crazy. But on that note, check out my Get Ready With Me for the Blackpink concert and my Blackpink concert vlog. Check it out. It's so fun. Guys, I'm so excited for the Blackpink concert. Yeah, there's her. There's a girl I heard about on Sunday. I called her Heather. And then Heather told me about this other girl. Actually, now that we're on celebrity lookalikes, I'm going to change Heather to Normani. She kind of looked like Normani. And her friend was some blonde girl. Let's add her. Who does she look like? We're just going to say blonde.
Blonde.
I can't think of a name for her. It was so quick too. I couldn't really make a connection. There was this girl who looked like Normani too, but if Normani wore contact lenses, I can't think of a celebrity who wears contact lenses, so I'm just gonna write her down as contact lenses. Contact lenses. This is so crazy, but I'm crazy and I'm dramatic and I'm never gonna change. That girl was a wild child, teenage drama queen. Her destiny. Alright, so far we have, including me, but I don't claim this man. I don't claim this man. Forget what I said. I don't claim him. I don't claim him. I don't claim him. It never happened. Yikes. No. Never happened. I don't claim that guy. No. This is the year I find my future husband, my future hubby, the boy of my dreams, the man of my dreams. This is that year. So it's going out of focus, but the vision, I'm focused this year. Hello. Okay, so this is what we have so far. And again, like I said, I'm crazy and I'm petty, so yeah. This is what we've come to. So there's Beyonce, meme, Jenny, Normani, Blondie, or I just put blonde, but we could put Blondie, and contact lenses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then there's revolving door. So that's like at least 10. That girl said that after they were done, she would be at his house. Like, he basically had a revolving door of girls at his house. And then who else did I hear about? Oh, there was this time earlier on where I heard that he got with this guy's girlfriend. Okay. Let's put GF. No, that's not GF things. Who does she look like? Oh my gosh, she looked like Catherine, that YouTuber Catherine girl. Catherine, was that her name? Oh no, it wasn't. But it's like kind of close. LOL. Catherine, I don't know Catherine's last name, but that YouTube girl Catherine. And that's all I can think of so far. So yeah, this is this man's roster basically. Yeah. I'm crazy. But yeah, I'm not gonna waste any more time or energy on this man or any of my precious marker ink that I use for my podcast. Check out Pod with Meg. Season 2 is out right now. Hey. Not like festivals, but most recent events. Because I know you did Coachella, Neon Carnival, Sick Nasty.
Yeah, that was amazing.
How was that? And tell me about like that process.
Yeah, I really was just trying to like get on the guest list. Because I had never been to Neon Carnival and everyone's always talking about it. I just told my manager, I'm like, I'd love to like be on the guest list this year. And I guess she was like, asked like, getting me on the list. And they were like, actually, can she DJ? And I'm like, yeah, what the
Oh
absolutely. I will definitely be down to do that. So that was like really cool. I would have been just happy to go,
Yeah.
So to be able to like DJ, it was really, really awesome.
That is so cool. And I'm so happy and proud of you that you didn't even really want it, but it was just literally your destiny to DJ there.
It happened. I'm like, oh my God, this is perfect.
Wow. What's like your next big event? But yeah, honestly, it's pretty funny at this point. It's laughable. And I wish I took a picture of that. That's kind of funny. But I literally have it on video. But yeah, the nightmare continued. When you have a dream and it has like a multiple... Yeah, this is like a series. Like, wow. But yeah, I'm still gonna keep doing me. The release of letting it out through my podcast is amazing. And I'm so grateful that I'm able to do this. I'm grateful for myself. I love myself. You can never make me hate myself. I love me. I love doing me. And I love love. Wait, do I still even believe in love? But no, you know what? I do. I'm not gonna let some trifling loser stop me from believing in true love because I love myself, so true love truly does exist. Hey! As crazy and sad and messed up as this all is, and messy as at that, at least now I know everything. Knowledge is power. At least now I know everything. And I won't waste another second. 2025, I'm leveling the up. I just like those numbers. 2025, it's a good year. I am going to be a multi-millionaire in 2025. I'm dreaming big. I'm reaching for the motherfucking stars. I'm gonna be a multi-millionaire. I'm gonna get closer to being an EGOT winner. If you don't know what that is, it's Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. Hello. I'm going to Broadway, baby. I'm going to focus all my energy on me, myself, and I, and my friends, my family, people I love, people that genuinely show me that they love me. And yeah, it's going to be a good year to come. And granted, this guy wasn't the last guy who had a slice of my heaven, so I can't trip like a butter chip that much. I'm mad because I feel like I've been bamboozled, and you don't bamboozle me. You don't bamboozle me. I am the bamboozler, not the bamboozelee. Hello. But yeah, I want to crash out so bad. But I remember, God, it's Saturday today. Tomorrow is Sunday. I'm going to go to church tomorrow. I'm going to go to yoga tomorrow morning. I'm going to tune in to the goodness of me. I'm reading this book called The 40 Questions of Life. I'm too lazy to go get it, but here it is. Definitely check it out. I saw it at FedEx when I was helping my friend Michael ship his stuff when he was moving. And this funny guy is like, that's a good book. You should get that book. It's a good book. I have it. I've read it twice. And I'm like, you know what? I will get that book. But the line was really long by the time I wanted to get the book, so I got it on Amazon. But yes, it's a FedEx book. Great book. But anywho, there's a quote in that book that's like, we have two wolves inside of us. Basically kind of like a devil and angel analogy. There is the bad one that wants to do bad. That's like depression, anxiety, like just bad. And then there's a good wolf inside you. That's like honesty, generosity, goodness. And then someone will ask, which wolf wins? The wolf that wins is the one that you feed. So if you feed the goodness in you, it will win. The goodness will win. Like, evil doesn't win. What's the saying? How's the saying go? That the goodness always wins, or you know what I mean? So Yeah, goodness always wins. So always tap into the good, tap into channeling good energy. Try to be the best that you can be. My camera is dying right now, so I think that's a sign. But yeah, I literally know everything now. I know about his ex, some TikToker model. I know about the girl who he was hooking up with during or after for like a year or two or something. I know about the two blonde girls that I saw him walk out of a party with hand in hand when we were fighting and I was having yeah, I know about the last girl who he probably hooked up with before Brazil or before me or who knows. Yeah, I know about everything now. Knowledge is power. Yeah, like, yeah. So yeah, there's part 2. Yeah, I know everything now. I'm still that girl, forever that girl, will forever be that girl.
I'm too classy for this world. Forever I'm that girl.
I have my podcast. I have good friends who love me. I have my family. I have my friends. Count your blessings. Say bye to losers. Whatever major loser to that guy. Bye, bye, bye. Alright, guys. My camera died, but I'm back again. Uh-oh, back again. So I'm going to finish the story up a little bit because there's some things that I just have to talk about. It's just so crazy. Oh, and by the way, my shirt says the Lonely Hearts Club. There has to be a reasoning for all this happening. Honestly, the universe knew probably how much I like this guy and everything. But yeah, I just cannot believe I got like all the tea, literally all of the tea. It's insane. I just also don't understand like why I'm constantly getting reminded of him. Like me and this guy, we're like friends. He tries to flirt with me and everything. I'm just like, we're just friends though. We just friends though.
But we friends though. Right. Yeah, we friends.
You're right.
But we were talking about Brazil, like Sao Paulo, for so long before this Brazil thing came up. And I feel like I've been hearing about Brazil so much since he's been in Brazil. Like, that's all I hear. Like, Brazil, 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 Brazil. Like, literally every time I'm talking to someone, they're like, Brazil. And it's just so bizarre and crazy. I don't understand why. Like, there has to be a reason for all of this. Yeah, for me to see the truth, for me to see the light. I remember I would constantly see him in people's stories. But it's weird because I feel like when we were like, on good terms and not fighting nonstop, my friends, when they would run into him, they'd be like, oh yeah, he was being so good, he didn't do anything bad. Like, I would never run into him like doing weird stuff, or would never really hear about him doing like really weird stuff. Some things here and there, but recently I've been seeing and hearing everything, and it's just so interesting. But yeah, the universe does not want me to go into 2025 with any of this nonsense. No time to waste. I have money to make, goals to achieve, so much to do with myself. So yeah, no, I'm not going to entertain this BS. And yeah, it's just so crazy. Wow. And so wild too, because at my Pilates studio, there's this lady who comes in and she sells her jewelry. I'm wearing all of them on my wrist actually. I have 3 of them. It's like rose quartz, emerald, and I have 3 of them. My lucky number is 3. So this girl, she always comes in, and every time she comes, or every time I've seen her, I think I've gotten a bracelet because I'm really into, you know, the spiritual, the Zen type of stuff. I have Zen tatted on my middle finger, and I have the evil eye on my middle finger. Like, don't look at my nails, they're not done. I actually took my nails off to braid my hair. I'm gonna braid my hair next time you guys possibly see me. But yeah, I have Zen tattooed on my middle finger, if you guys can see. Yeah, I'm very into all that. So I always get her jewelry when she comes. And I've seen her so many times, talked with her when she comes, it does her pop-up. And for some reason, this recent time, we got into a conversation and I was like, for some reason this time, I was like, oh, are you from LA originally? And she goes, oh, I'm from Wisconsin. And then she says the same city the guy I'm talking to is from. And she's the same age as him. She didn't know him, but she was like, oh, the name sounds familiar, blah, blah, blah. And when she said it, I literally had like I was like, are you kidding me? And it's like, why? He's not even in the country right now, and I'm hearing about him and getting reminded about him all the time. It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre. This all happened like within the last week too. What? It's so weird. Like, what does this mean? What is this feeling?
What is this feeling? The fervent as a flame. Does it have a name?
What does this mean? What does this mean? It's so bizarre. And also, I'm not gonna lie, when I was in my sculpt class, very recently in the same week too, they were playing that really good weekend song with Anita, the Sao Paulo. And that place, Sao Paulo, is in Brazil, and it's like, dang. And it's like, I'm part Brazilian, like, I'm part Portuguese, Portuguini, and it's like, Oh my gosh, like, why am I getting reminded of Brazil constantly? Like, why is this guy literally, and he lives so close to me too, on my favorite street. There's so many good things I like on that street. There's the grocery store I like, my nail place. Literally, it's so annoying. My tattoo place. And I used to go to that tattoo place literally years before I moved in this area of town. When I was in college, I would go to the same tattoo place, and the girl moved literally walking distance to my apartment now. Like, everything that happens is so like crazy, and the way it all works out. Everything happens for a reason. Everything that is meant to be will always be. So it's always important to remember that. And yeah, it's wild. It's crazy. But hey, it's a good story. It's a good podcast. So there's a silver lining. And hey, yeah, pain to power. Yeah. And tomorrow I'm having my friends over. We're doing a movie night, and then I'm gonna watch Meg's Nightmare Before Christmas with them. That was kind of weird talking about myself in third person, but it kind of had to be done, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's so weird. I'm getting reminded of this guy literally everywhere. It's just crazy. But yeah, that energy is getting left in 2024. Don't need that energy in my life. Don't need that headache. Don't need that confusion. Don't need that messiness. Ugh. No. No. Next. Thank you. Next. Thank you. Next. I'm not so grateful for my ex. Thank you. Thank you, next. And yeah, I love you all. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. I know this story is crazy. I know it's a not so holy story on a holy holiday, but hey, here we are. It's Pod with Meg, the solo sessions. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you all. Appreciate all of you guys. Have a great night, day, evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. Make sure you give this video a big and juicy thumbs up.
Hands up in the air.
Follow me on all my social media. Hey. Subscribe and turn on your notifications. Ding. All right, everyone. I love you all. Hopefully there's a part 3, but hopefully not. Like, I don't know how much more I can take. How much more can a girl take? I do not know. 2025 is about to be a good ass year, and I can't wait. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night, day, evening, afternoon, morning, whatever it is, wherever you are. Sorry guys, the thing is literally blinking, flashing red, and the battery's dying. And honestly, I think it's a sign. Everything happens for a reason. If it's meant to be for another video or whatever, yeah. And if this guy did anything, he gave me great content for my podcast. So I'm gonna get rich off this loser. So thank you to him. So yeah, thank you so much. Thank you to that guy for being a joke, hence the name The Joker. Toodles. And yeah, if you're watching this, hey, you're just a fuck boy. You're just a fuck boy. But yeah, alright. Toodles, nutmeg. See ya.
Maybe it's time to go bye.
Merry Christmas, bitches. Ho ho ho. It's crash out season. All the boys are treason. Don't need a lame boy. Don't need a lame boy. I don't need a lame boy. Oh, yeah. Period. Oh yeah. On that note, alright. Love you all. Toodles. Bye. Thank you, next. Alright, bye, nutmegs. Here's my tree. Hey. Merry Christmas. Yay. Whoa. Hello. Alright. I'm trying to see if I should keep playing videos while I'm filming. But no, let me just be focused. Oh my gosh, I feel like it'll be fun. I'll play videos while I'm filming. I feel like playing music videos while I'm filming this will keep my spirits high and my sadness low, if you get what I'm saying. It's crash out season, yeah, I'm gonna crash out.
Alright, bro, I see the way. It could be nacho cheese, mama shorty Frito-Lay.
I was speaking in cursive. Ho, ho, ho. Last week, this guy was asking me to cook for him. Now I'm hearing about him being a dirty, slimy pig. But yeah, everything happens for a reason. So, also, I should film some more. I hate when my voice gets so high pitched. But no, sleep does the body good, and I've been sleeping and waking up early these days, and I feel like I have more time to do so many more things. I've said this before, but yeah, the early bird gets the motherfucking worm, and that is what I'm doing these days. Not me getting lost. Okay. Hey, Bizzle. Thank you. I'm live streaming on my phone at the same time. And I just realized my phone isn't charging because my phone's not connected. But I'm going to wait till it gets a little bit more on the red side because I'm already scattering around the story. I don't know if I can say that. Maybe, did I sign an NDA? I'm telling this girl the story and everything. There's like an eyelash, like mascara in my eye or something. So I'm telling the, blah, 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 blah. My shit's a little dirty. And oh, could you imagine what Rhett would do if he heard that kind of a rumor? Alright, so it's crash out season and all the boys are treason. Fun just isn't fun. I barely even eat anymore. It's crash out season and all the boys are treason. I need a rhyme, boy. We had all of it planned out. What the f*** is the plan now?
All those both ways across the streets, and that shit still wasn't safe.
Wait, one more time.
Yeah, at the gun range, sound check it, sound clear. With my name on the wall, hope it don't smear. Man, don't go there. I'm in a church and I'm trying to get my soul clear.
My camera died, but I'm back now. Holy moly. Okay, let's see. Alright, guys, so sorry. Don't need a lame boy. Alright, guys, yeah. And it's like, why does he have to be in Brazil? I see an effect. I'm like, what's this filter? Like, because you know how those filters on Instagram are named after cities or whatever? I saw this filter. I'm like, this is an amazing filter. And then I'm like, oh, it's in Brazil. Interesting. Alright, guys, bye. And also, let me go back to dinner because, yeah. And after she told me that at dinner, I got an espresso martini. I might have gotten two. And I got so drunk, though, because I did not eat at dinner. Like, I literally don't remember anything post-dinner. And then I saw Remy and Joanna. I told them about it and everything. And, yeah, we had a great night. Honestly, having fun with my friends. Like, I don't need to drink, honestly. Editing my podcast, being with my friends, chilling, that's what makes me happy. Traveling, that's what makes me happy. And funny, I lost my ID, which honestly I'm not that mad about. I'm more mad about losing my lash glue. But I found this in my bag instead of my ID, and it says, see if that'll focus, you will get spanking in the near future. Okay, even though I don't want one, I hate these men, but naughty or nice? I guess I'm on the naughty list. Ooh, okay. So yeah, lost my ID, but found this. At least it's replaceable, and I have like the paper ID and everything. But yeah, losing shit, the evil eye, I need that stuff. I literally, before this, I burned some sage because yeah.